neck pain, insomnia, and drowsiness. These are all problems that I'm sure many of you have faced as college students and past high school students. I, for one, face those every single day in high school. You see, this is how I used to sleep. Every night, I would finish my homework, get ready for bed, crawl into bed, be on my phone for about an hour, and then once I was done online, I would turn my phone off and not be able to actually fall asleep for an hour to an hour and a half. And because of that, I was always tired, and for some reason, I always had back pains. Another thing was that when I was trying to fall asleep, I'd always be tossing and turning, and eventually I would be in that sort of position, on my stomach, on my face, and that is not good. You see, according to the American Psychological Association, these are all terrible for you. Sleeping on your stomach. Also, I didn't mention, I have a computer in my room that makes this light noise, but that is very distracting to your brain. And having lights on right before going to sleep, bright light like your phone, that's really bad. And I also had light coming in through my window. So those things would cause my back pain, which I went to the doctor for. I didn't know why I had it before. I would have that insomnia, not being able to fall asleep. Now an hour to an hour and a half isn't as bad as other people have it, but it's still detracted from my total amount of sleep. And worst of all, that tiredness. Because according to the Journal of Psychosomatic Research and a paper by June J. Pilcher, average sleep quality was better related to sleepiness than sleep quantity. So if you had the choice between a 5-hour rest with really good sleeping conditions and 8 hours of rest with bad sleeping conditions, you would be less tired afterwards with the 5 hours. This is a good example, according to a YouTube video, What is the Best Sleeping Position by the St. John Clark Pain Treatment Center. This is the ideal sleeping condition for most people. If you have back pain also, this is best. You don't have really a pillow, you have a neck support, you have your head and spine aligned straight, you have your shoulders and waist squared, you're on your back, and you have your legs parallel and elevated. That makes your back not arch too much. This is great for your back and great for being able to fall asleep quickly after you get used to it. If you have respiratory issues like sleep apnea, for example, or really bad snoring, you should try your side instead. This leaves your pathway open. All those other features, your square shoulders and waist, parallel legs, aligned spine, that's all good for your body. It makes it so that you don't get sprained or like stretched muscles and ligaments, which can cause pains in the morning. So it keeps that from happening, while also, see, hugging that pillow, that keeps your airway open so that you don't snore as much. And if you have sleep apnea, you have a better chance of not stopping breathing. This is what good and bad noise looks like in your room. On the left is an example of my room last night without any noise machine on. See that big spike on the left? That is a low frequency that your brain picks up on and listens to. On the right is what it sounds like in my room whenever I have the noise machine on. It levels out all the frequencies and it makes it so that your brain doesn't have any one point to focus on and it just ignores everything. This is an example of how to have a good sound in your room that your brain won't be distracted by. The other option is put in some earplugs, but everybody uses alarm clocks nowadays. Light. You shouldn't have any. Even through a window with blinds on. If there's any photons reaching your eyes at all, it's distracting your brain and detracting from the quality of your sleep. I have an eye mask right here. It's like $10. This helps me everywhere I go. If I go on a road trip, this helps. If I'm just in my room, which I try to already make dark, this still helps. Now, if that didn't convince you, it's easy things to change. Earplugs, noise machine, face mask, sleeping on your back maybe. Those are all easy things to change, and they can improve those qualities of your life. They can make you less tired. But remember, quality and quantity contribute to how tired you are. If you have very bad quality of sleep, you will be very tired. You are basically drunk if you're tired, you see, and it causes 888 deaths in 2014 alone. So if you still aren't convinced, try sleeping on it.